For those who know, I came from another network marketing company, so I had 7 people with me, but didn't matter. I had nice income the first month, and then after that, it went downhill. It took a minute for it to come back up. So I was a little discouraged, to be honest with you. But here's the thing that held me back. You want to hear it?
Yes.
My number one thing that held me back year one was me comparing myself to others. And I didn't even realize that I was failing until I compared myself to someone else who was succeeding, and I felt like a failure. Because I'm like, why are they doing it in 2 months? How are they doing it in 1 year? You know, you start comparing yourself. And you start thinking, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm too old. Maybe I don't get around enough. Maybe right? All these things late at night that find root in our mind. So I thought I'd share a story as I close, because I tell everything in the story, as Mr. Carruthers said. I went to a leadership Bible study, 7 of us there, and the pastor gave us some seeds to sow in some soil. You all remember this in elementary school. They used to give a little carton, put some soil in it, put some seed in it, had to water it and grow a plant. 7 of us came home from that leadership Bible study, started growing our plants. Now, it wasn't a big deal to me until I compared myself. Now, my plant hadn't grown at that time, but it was no big deal. I put it in my sunroom off of my kitchen. I thought that was a great thing to do. I watered a couple of times a day. I thought that was a great thing to do. But I wasn't worried. My plant hadn't come up yet. No worries. I guess it just takes a while for my plant to come up. Now, I'm not a botanist. I'm not a gardener. I don't know how long it's supposed to take. However, I called Mike Hughes. He was also at that Bible study. I said, Mike, how's your plant look? He said, the one from Bible study? I said, yeah. He's like, dude, I had to repot it. I said, what? Now watch this. Now all of a sudden, I'm upset. Before I was okay, but he had to repot it. I said, stop playing. He said, you want me to send you a picture? I said, no, I want you to send me a picture. I'm mad. So I said, all right, man, I hung up. I was mad. Then I called him back. Hey, man, it's me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hang up. Let me ask you a question. How often do you water it? I said, this is what we're going to do in the business. How many times do you water it? When and what time? This is what we're going to say. Like when you meet with your insurance agent, tell me what you said to your insurance broker. Like what did you say to your pastor? Tell me, what tool did you use? Because people think if you say the same thing they said, or they say the same thing you said, it's going to work the same way. But it's not going to work the same way, because the relationship I have with my insurance broker may be different from the relationship you have with yours. Your insurance broker could be at a different place than mine. My pastor could be at a different place than your pastor. Too many variables to say the exact same thing will work for everybody. So I said, listen, where'd you put it? He said, what are you talking about? I said, did you put it on the east or the west where the sun sets or rises? I'm telling you, I'm specific. These people are going to do to you. Watch, about the business. He's like, stop playing, man. I said, no, man, I need to know, man, because mine not growing. So I hung up because I was mad. Then I called Linda. She was also at the Bible study. I said, Linda, how's your plant look? She said, plant pastor gave? So I could tell by her posture something wasn't right. I said, yeah. She said, it grew, but it withered to the ground. And I giggled a little bit. I'm embarrassed to tell y'all this, but I actually felt good about her failure. Because I'm thinking, at least mine ain't died. It ain't broke yet, but it ain't dead yet. Tell you this people gonna do. This people gonna do in their business. You know, because somebody's gonna have fast success, and as soon as something goes wrong, they didn't get the trip, retention's back. You can make you feel good, like, well, see, fast don't last. At least my business may be going slow, but I'm the tortoise. You know, the race isn't given to the swift, but the one who doeth to the... You make yourself feel better. So I said, everything all right? She's like, yeah, I mean, hopefully, you know, I'm going to keep watering. We'll see what happens. I said, all right. But I hung up. I was like, yeah, at least mine ain't died yet. Watch it. So to make a long story short, I called everybody. I'm comparing myself. Then we started up a Bible study about a month later, and we all had our plans. Mike Hughes, sure enough, walked in with like a forest. And I'm hating. I'm like, man, look at him. Linda Gray walked in. She got a whole bunch of stuff that come up, but they all dragging to the ground, falling behind. And me, man, it wasn't even half of my pinky nail coming out the soil. People, they were trying to be funny, with a magnifying glass, you can't see D's plant. And pastor's laughing the hardest, right? He's cracking up. And I said, what? He said, I gave you all different seeds because God didn't make any of you all the same. And you're going to take different times to come into who you're supposed to be. And it's going to take different things at different times to come into who you're supposed to be. So the thing that held me back is me concerning myself about what other people were doing, how long they were doing it, how fast they got it. And all I'm saying is your time is your time. And nobody can take away what's meant for you. God bless you all.